Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm literally so excited. I'm going to be sitting down and playing with the Menagerie Cosmetics Killer Purr palette. This is my first eyeshadow palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. This is the Killer Purr palette they released back in September as a pre-order. It's like, look at this artwork. This is what the inside looks like. It is literally like a grungy person, their dream. Like, this is their palette, you know? I'm gonna be doing a first impression. I'm just gonna be playing with some of the eyeshadows. I want to do a really cool look. Also picked up their travel, like, empty palette. I don't know, like, what you really call this. Like, you can fill it up with their single shadows, and I'm actually wearing this one as highlighter today. Shade is in the shade Pearl, and it's actually from their Well Song palette. They have, like, a blue palette that came out this year. Yeah, I decided I wanted to pick it up because the Killer Purr palette doesn't have a, like, a lighter shimmer. For our first impression of, like, the quality, it's very, very nice. I don't really know what I was expecting, but this is, like, it feels like heavy duty, like, good quality. It doesn't feel cheap at all. Not too big, which I really like, and it has a full-size mirror. I'm gonna peel this off together. See a first impression with this palette, and then you can just keep on watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, let's go.
Whole lot of people need to hear this. It's a lot of names on my hit list.
Using the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. This has been my all-time favorite concealer for like the past month, and mine is all like dirty. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah. I like to blend out my eye primer with this JS3 blending brush. That is what it is. Yeah, JS3 brush. Just because it's like the perfect size to blend out it really quickly. I do set my eye primer with just a like skin tone eyeshadow. It really doesn't matter like which one it is, but I do like to set mine. I feel it like helps it blend a little bit better and not stick to the wet concealer or eye primer or whatever. I have really no idea what I want to do. Like, when I look at this palette, like, there's just so many things that I want to do that I, like, don't know what I want to do. Can we just actually talk about the shade Pearl for a second? Like, a lot of highlighters bring texture to my skin right here, and it literally is bringing none. Like, I'm obsessed, and it's, like, the perfect shade because a lot of highlighters, like, they start, like, making a shadow right there, and it's not, and I'm, like, obsessed. Oh, my God. So I think first I'm going to be taking the, like, matte greeny, grungy green right here, Bio Bob. I think that's how you say that. I'm not really sure, but it's this one right here, and I'm just taking that on this fluffy brush. It's quite a bit of kick up, but like I said, I've never tried Menagerie, so, like, I'm not sure about the kick up or anything, but it really doesn't bother me. It's very, very pigmented. Me just stamping my brush. The shade is actually really, really pretty. Just blending that up. I'm trying to keep it in like the front portion because I want to use a different shade right there. What has everyone been up to this week? If you didn't see Tuesday's video, you know that I collaborated with one of my really good friends here on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it in the description and up here. But yeah, I've just been enjoying Disney Plus when it came out. When did it come out? Like yesterday, the day before that? It was one of the days, but I've just been enjoying that and watching a bunch of movies and things like that. Shade blended out really, really nicely. I don't feel I need to use like a lighter shade in the palette to like help blend it out. I feel like it did like a really nice job, and I like the payoff of it a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna be getting the shade Watering Hole, which is this like teal blue shade. I'm obsessed with this shade. I haven't even used it, and I'm literally obsessed just how, like, the colors. So far, both shades have had a little bit of fallout, which, I mean, isn't, like, a major deal for me. Because, like, I've tried, like, a bunch of palettes, and, like, a lot of them have fallout. So it's not a big deal for me as long as it, like, doesn't get onto my face, which a lot of the Jeffree Star palettes get onto my face, like, a lot of the shimmers and stuff. So far, we're doing, like, really, really good because it hasn't like transferred. A lot of times it transfers right there. Just blending in circular motions like right around here because I don't want to take it out like too far and then it'd be like a lot, like mess up the look basically. Blending like really, really nicely, honestly. Go back in the brush that I used with Bio Bob actually and just blend a little bit more into Watering Hole. Back in with the brush that I used Watering Hole and dip a little bit more into that and just keep blending them because I want them to merge really nicely right there. Those two blended so nicely together. I'm honestly shook. Both sides are looking really nicely, blending the same. Nothing is kind of like getting patchy, which, you know, I'm really happy about. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I think I want to take the Hunt, which is this like rusty browny orangey color. I think that's, yeah, that's what I would say. And I'm just gonna be smoking that out on my lower lash line, getting it really smoky. Shade, like the other two shades, is blending amazing. It's very pigmented, like I was saying. I know I keep like repeating that. I just like wanna, you know, continue saying it. I know the lower lash line looks very smoked out, but once I add like lashes and mascara and everything, it's gonna kind of like even out. But now I'm gonna be taking the shade Pride, which is this one right here, and I'm just gonna be blending that over top of the Hunt, just to kind of like deepen it up, keeping that very close to the lower lash line. I don't want it to be like brown. Yeah, that's what I was wanting. See like the difference? It just kind of adds like a little bit of smoke. Now I'm going back in with a brush that I used for the Hunt and just helping blend out the Pride, just because I don't want it to be like the Hunt and then the Pride and then it's not like blended together, you know what I mean? Tell you that I waited on the nail lady all morning. I literally did. I woke up at like 7 o'clock because I didn't know exactly when it was gonna come, because it was saying on my phone that it would be like 8 o'clock, but like the mail doesn't run like after like a certain time, so I knew it would be before then. Then it said 4:30, then it said 1:30, then it said 12:30, so I was like, come on. I mean, it wasn't Menagerie's fault or anything, it was like the mail person, whatever. Now I'm just taking my Morphe eyelid primer in translucent and just drawing a cut crease type of thing so that the shimmers will pop, because I think I'm going to use them. I'm just taking this flat brush and I'm actually going to be using both shimmers just because I want to see how they look. So first, okay, so there's two shimmers in the palette. There is Prowl, which is this one right here, and then there is Lioness, which is this one right here, which is obviously darker than Prowl. So I'm going to be taking Prowl, which is the lighter one. I'll be getting some on the back of my brush and then spraying it with some of the Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist. I guess I should have like seen if the shadow was like good before I sprayed it, but like I always spray mine just so there isn't any fallout, you know? So like, why not do it? When I first dipped into it, like when I pressed it onto my eye, it was like nothing there. So I've just been building it up and like, I don't know. First I'm going to dip in with my finger. Yeah, see, it wasn't like that with the brush. And I'm just be patting that on the like first half because I want to put Lioness, yeah, on the other half. Okay, so I kind of want to point out, I say it later in the video, but just so you don't get the wrong idea, I believe that the eye primer actually dried, because when I did it on my finger, it like looks way better. So I think it was just the eye primer and it dried a little bit faster than normal, because the Morphe primer does dry really quickly. Like it always dries on the back of my hand. So I just want to point out, like I think it was the eye primer, but I'm not sure. So yeah. Forms way better with your finger, but that's okay. Swiped off my brush and now I'm gonna dip into a Lioness, which is the darker one, this one right here. And I'm just gonna be putting that on the other half of my half cut crease. Doesn't really like brushes, so I'm just gonna take my ring finger, just kind of pat it on like that. Okay, so those two shimmers are very pretty, but they were kind of hard to get onto my actual eyelid. I've been where I've just been sitting here, and the eye primer has dried because it is dry, and that one does dry fast. I have seen it too, but yeah, they worked better with the finger, and this is what they look like. So, yeah. But now I'm going to be taking the shade Watering Hole, which is that teal shade that we used right there, and I'll just be taking that and blending it into the half cut crease, just so it's nice and blended from like shimmer to matte. So now I'm going to be taking the shade Cub right here, which is this one right here. Like this yellowy one, and I actually wasn't going to do anything else, but I think I actually want to blend it into the front portion of this right here. Just kind of like placing it just to see like what, if it shows up or not. Ooh, yeah, that is. Just to add a little bit of color right at the front of my brow. Ooh, yes. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so now I'm just taking a little bit of that Bio Bob, which is the green one that was actually right here. And I'm just kind of like reinforcing it just because when I placed the yellow, it kind of like covered it. So I don't actually think I want to use a shimmer in my like inner corner. I think I want to use the shade Drought, which is this one right here. It's like a banana color. It's showing up weird on camera, but like it's like a banana color, yeah. This color probably isn't going to have a lot of pigment, which is actually, whoa. Okay, look at that. Just because it's a lighter color and I just didn't expect it to. just some experience. But that is like really, really pretty for the inner corner, like that pop. I am actually going to be taking the single shadow in Pearl, which is the one that I'm wearing for highlighter, and I'm going to be placing that on my brow bone. I cleaned off the brush that I just used, and we're just going to like see, just because I always like to have one of these shades right there. It has like a blue purpley shift, so I thought that would look really good next to the teal. It's really popping over here. I always like to go back in with the brush that I use that's right near the brow bone and just kind of blend, just because sometimes the like lighter shades can make harsh lines, and that's not what we want. Just kind of like over here, kind of see how it's over here, it's just like the lighter shade, and then the matte, I just kind of like blend in. So I think the eyeshadow portion is done for now. It did take a while just because I did both eyes. I did have a little trouble with the shimmers, as I was saying. It could have been the eye primer drying a little bit. I'm not really sure, but I think that I really love how the look came out. I'm gonna go pop on lashes, mascara, something in my waterline, something on my lips, and we'll be back to discuss my final first impression thoughts and show the completed look. Okay, so I am back with the completed look right here. What do you think? I actually changed my shirt because it had powder all over it. And I always start with like a, I don't know, I guess it's not like a nice shirt because I always get powder all over my shirt, and then it's kind of like pointless to change in the beginning. Anyway, but yeah, this is the completed look. I think lashes like basically took it to the next level. So the Isla Beauty lashes in the style Lena. This is a new style they came out with recently, and this is like literally my favorite style ever. I love how dramatic it is on the like outer corner. You know, you can use my code Joshua to save 10% off all Isla Beauty products, and every time I wear them in a video, I always link it in the description, so go check them out. For lips, I'm wearing the Jerry Star the Gloss in the shade Diamond Juice. I want the eyes to be like the main attraction, and my lips just to be kind of like, you know, glam, but not like overpowering, just because we have a very dramatic eye look going on. Yeah, I'm honestly obsessed with this look. I think like you always have to trust yourself until you get to the end, because I wasn't kind of really liking it when I was doing the shimmers. Like, it was just a lot of work. I really do love this palette, and I'm super excited that I got it. First impression, I think that it has a little bit of fallout, which isn't like horrible. A lot of my palettes have that. Like, it's not unknown or like bad to have fallout. And yeah, I feel like they all had like equal amount of fallout. Like, one didn't have like more. I just feel like the shimmers are a little bit like, I don't know, they're a little weird, and it'll take some time to get used to the formula of the shimmers. Definitely tell that this shade right here and then the shimmers in this palette are kind of the same, like they feel the same. But this shimmer right here is so pretty. I'm wearing it as my highlighter. I've said that like 3 times now. I know this isn't the main attraction, but I like want to show it off just because like the packaging, like, oh my god. So for my first impressions, I really like it. I want to play with it a little bit more, but so far I'm really loving Menagerie's formula. And yeah, let me know if you have this palette down in the comments below, or if you like have anything else from Menagerie Cosmetics or something that I should get. I really want to buy more from this brand already. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday, or I have been for this will be the 3rd week. Hopefully I can continue doing it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Okay, guess we doing just fine.